Are you the king of suds, or is Andrew?
No, neither of us are.
You're the king of suds?
Yeah, we don't really
He's
have
the
them.
sultan of
We don't have those names.
In hops we trust.
Back in late 2019, In Hops We Trust traveled to the birthplace of Sinatra, baseball, Blimpie, and even this guy, to have a beer with the two gentlemen who founded the Hoboken Brewing Company. Their slogan? Hoboken Brewing Company. Live your craft.
We're here at Union Hall in Hoboken, New Jersey. I'm sitting down with Andrew Zabrowski and Brendan Drury, the co-founders of the Hoboken Brewing Company. You know, Hoboken's so nice, you slap the name of it right on your product.
Yeah, it's pretty true.
So tell me a little bit about yourselves.
It's been a long road. We started the company idea in 2012, and then we launched in 2017. So 5 years went by, and we don't even know where those years went. We're a little bit different than the average brewery in New Jersey, given that we don't have a tap room functioning yet in town. We do have a location in town.
We basically use other facilities to rent out their equipment, brew our beer on it, package it, bring it back to our warehouse.
People are really happy with the liquid that we're coming out with, and the brand's really exploding, growing, and we're just trying to enjoy that and get this tap room to running as soon as possible.
With a square mileage of 1.25, Hoboken boasts a reputation of being the most walkable city in the United States, which is a necessity when you have more bars per capita than New York City.
Talking about the day that you guys decided, you know what, it's open brewery.
We both lived here, both from Verona, know each other. He was home brewing out of his garage. I was really into craft beer. We both came together at a bar in 2012, and we're talking about the prospects of opening a brewery in Hoboken. Between like my sales experience and his brewing experience and our equal passions of it, we decided, we might be the right recipe of two people to at least start this. We started off very casually. We started off, he was teaching me kind of the ropes of home brewing in the garage.
It was a Saturday afternoon.
Yeah, exactly. It was very casual.
A reason to drink from 1 o'clock on instead of 8 p.m. on.
Right. Eventually things started coming together, and like I mentioned before, we did the homebrew contest, started winning first place, and I started motivating us to start putting the business plan together, which was, really difficult. It wasn't just like a 6-slide PowerPoint. It was like a 300-page private placement memorandum with law firms. It was like writing a term paper every night at Starbucks. It sucked. Like it
was awful.
Hated seeing each other because we had to work on that for a while.
The opposite of why you were getting into this.
Right? Yeah, it was awful. I mean, and that's the kind of thing you can't really be drunk doing, like everything else you do. So it's like the only sober time of my life was writing that damn business plan.
What was probably the greatest creation you guys did in those contests?
Creative Bodhi. Basically, it was the idea of the movie Point Break with Patrick Swayze. That was a huge movie for me. It's one of my favorite movies. And I thought it'd be creative and funny to create a beer that his character would pull out of his fridge after jumping out of airplanes. It was a question of, what is that beer? So we went Blondale because he has beautiful blonde hair. Also, Blondales are perceived to be a little bit healthier, and he's in great shape in that movie. Then we only used California hops, and we only used California yeast because it's a California movie. And then right before we can it, we run it through organic coconut because it's a beach movie, and we assume that he cares about what he puts in his body and requires organic food. We made that as a joke, and we brought it to a beer fest, not as the beer that we were submitting for the competition. And we won with that beer by a landslide. So
I think our Bodhi Blondes are here.
Oh, sweet.
So let's toast to Point Break.
I mean, Patrick Swayze, come on.
R.I.P.
Yeah.
R.I.P.
Yeah,
Oh,
absolutely.
sweet.
We got an email a few months into being in business. It was from Lisa Swayze.
Oh, wow.
And it was saying, hello, I read about your beer, I've heard great things. Can you please send me some? I'd love to have it in the house. She does pancreatic cancer awareness events, kind of just to involve the beer in that because she thought it was a pretty cool idea. So we did that, and she loved the beer. We've done it a couple times, actually, sent her out more packages of beers. She's a super nice lady, and we are friends with Lisa Swayze, sort of.
Yeah, cheers.
Let's fire one up in the air and go, ah! Oh, boy.
Hey, the In Hops We Trust app is the best way to follow all things In Hops related. On the app, you'll find the In Hops passport, rewards, crew info, updates on where we'll be for events, or where we might be filming next. The app is also the only place you'll be able to see certain content, like pre-release episode teasers or behind-the-scenes footage and exclusive content from event appearances. Our app is available on both iOS and Android devices, so please, go download it while I grab another beer. Oh, cheers. Hey, give me a tall boy.
Now, Brendan, was it your idea to put the name Hoboken on the company, or was that a kind of a co-decision?
No, I think it was really both. At the time where we were, it seemed like, hey, a brewery would do very well in this town. I think the town has a good amount of following and, people that love being here, that it's a close-knit group. Obviously you don't know everybody, but it's 1 square mile and everybody knows everything that kind of goes on.
The reason I bring it up is from a business perspective, that decision is brilliant.
Yeah.
Because now you've made
deal.
yourself synonymous with the whole city.
Potentially. Well, you can look at that good and bad. I mean, there's positives and negatives to basically pinpoint yourself geographically, right? So if you're kind of looking to have more mass appeal, then do not name it, like New Jersey Brewing or, Brooklyn Brewery. You're doing that because you're proud of the area and you want that. And you want to stay there and you want to anchor yourself there long term. So luckily, with craft beer going the way that it is, everything is becoming more and more micro. So it's aiding in that. It's accepting that the evolution of craft is moving in a good direction, and because of that, focus on your home market.
Right.
And then that complements our name. So,
Guys, we got a couple of your beers on display here. Just tell me about it.
I'll start with what we're drinking, our Cityside IPA. It's a New England style beer. It is Mosaic Amarillo hops, which are very flavorful, kind of tropical fruit forward hops. Not too bitter on the back end. The beer comes in at 6.2%. Really easy drinking. We're trying to make an IPA for everybody. For the people that are kind of scared of IPAs, we kind of pull out the bitterness of it, make it more approachable for them, but with also not alienating the people that love IPAs for what they are too. Next beers are our Even Flow Pale Ale. It's a Pearl Jam inspired brew. This is a simple pale ale with citra hops, low bitterness, nice beer. To the next one, another pale ale, simple and base. With orange and lemon peel. Same zest, so it kind of makes sense. Moving on to our double IPA, 8% is like our heavy hitter. It's kind of like Cityside, but a heavier version at 8%. Then our Mango Gozo, it's a nice gateway sour for people. It's not too sour, it's not too puckering. It's just a really easy drinking sour, just like all our beers. Kind of a common theme there, as you're hearing from me.
Gentlemen, I want to talk about your tap room, because I hear you guys are making great strides in that, and it's going to be opening soon.
Well, I mean, we can't really talk about the location yet. It's pretty exciting.
It's somewhere in Hoboken.
It's somewhere in Hoboken.
yeah.
We're talking with the developers now. We're getting closer than we've ever been by far. So that's a huge plus. We hope to be open by this time next year, 2020. We're hopeful. Again, we didn't sign the lease yet because you can't really sign a lease right now. It's way too unpredictable. But we're trying to do all the back end stuff so that when we know when we can do something, it's ready to go, versus signing the lease then chasing the lease. So we had built a brand for a few years, get the awareness out there, get the leverage, get the networking, get the people on our backs to finally open this. So we're hopeful sometime next summer or sooner we're open with the brick and mortar.
Yeah. Awesome.
Hopefully we'll be doing this at the ribbon cutting.
Yeah, right.
Yep.
Are you a fan of In Hops We Trust? Then check out our newest show, Beard Broads. Beard Broads explores the craft beer industry from the female perspective. Join us for tastings, tips, and fun facts about the broad world of beer. You can catch episodes on the Beard Broads playlist on the In Hops We Trust YouTube channel. Cheers, ladies!
Now, the entire country is dealing with a pandemic. Tomorrow is not certain for anybody. But you guys seem to have gotten out in front of this thing pretty well and are doing pretty well for yourselves. So tell me about, what was your timeline from pandemic day to today?
I believe Hoboken was one of the first places to actually get shut down. It was a Saturday night. People were out partying like there was no issues at all. Bars were packed. The mayor took note of that, decided that people are not going to be able to responsibly social distance and take this seriously, so he shut down all the bars that Sunday. So that had a 24-hour window of us to be like, shit, what are we gonna do? And same with everybody else in Hoboken. On Monday, we called Joe, who owns the Shepherd and Knucklehead, and we said, listen, like, what do you plan on doing? And he's like, I'm gonna wait it out, I'm gonna be here every day, I'm gonna sell food delivery and just figure this out as it goes. And we said, well, listen, you have this open garage style, maybe we can just sell our cans outside your garage door for now. And he said, sure, why not? So within 24 hours of that, we started doing it. We didn't waste any time. And quickly it became a viral lemonade stand in Hoboken. People came by daily, bought 6-pack, a can, or a full case. This was a great outlet for us, not only sales-wise, but PR-wise. A lot of the news outlets came by, interviewed us, and we were able to get our word out about our brand and our story to a large area of New Jersey and New York. It's got to take it day by day. This year's been a curveball every single week, and you just have to take it like it goes and pivot where you can. We'll keep going day by day and see what happens.
We got a great lineup of your beers here, but I want to talk for a second about the All Together collaboration. For those of us that don't know, tell us what that's all about, because I think that's so cool.
So the All Together collaboration is a worldwide, other half sponsor collaboration with about 850 breweries throughout the country. They shared a recipe of one of their IPAs. Everybody can kind of add their, flair to it, so to speak.
Style.
Yeah, so to speak. And the idea is basically you're going to, donate a portion of proceeds to some kind of local company. In our case, Hoboken Alliance, we wanted to work with. But we're really happy. It's 6.5 hazy IPA, and I would suggest that everyone tries as many as they can, because they're all great beers and all for good cause.
It's also the industry supporting itself and supporting each other.
Exactly.
I'm going to introduce a new segment right now. I'm going to ask you 3 quick fire questions. Favorite beers to drink?
I'm really trying to get back into lagers, mainly Pilsners. One, I want us to start coming out with them, but I'm trying to get away from hops. I actually think I get rashy from it. If I have too many hops,
He's been saying that for since I know him. and he still drinks it every day.
And my rashes get worse. No, I just get I'll have hops and I just get itchy.
IPA followed by session IPA. I mean, I love sours. I love barrel-aged stouts, but I can only drink a couple of those, and it's function.
If you weren't in the beer business, what business would you want to be in?
I would say either a coffee shop or a bakery or a bagel spot.
If you were a beer, who would you want to drink you?
I still have a man crush on Sam Calagione, who started Dogfish.
Brendan, you're up. Who do you want to drink you?
Sam Elliott, you know Sam Elliott?
I do know Sam Elliott.
He's the fucking man. I think he's a Coors guy, but
He's a Coors guy. Yeah.
Obviously, we're not investors in your company. Otherwise, you guys would be saying, well, where the hell is the money? But we are definitely supporters of your company.
Thank you.
So we definitely hope you guys continue to prosper, continue to do well, and find your way to navigate through these hard times that a lot of people are not.
Appreciate that.
Yeah, your Bodhi Blonde is, of course, one of the best beers I've ever had.
Thank you.
Even though I'm definitely a Johnny Utah man myself.
nice.
Oh, crap. I didn't even notice that,
funny.
man. That's great.
I saw
Not
it
for
was
that injury at OSU, you could have gone pro.
Could have gone pro.
That's great.
You guys don't know who this guy is? It's Johnny Utah.
But yeah, guys, again, congratulations on everything up to this point, and I hope nothing but best for you in the future.
Thank you so much, man.
Come check out Hoboken.
Cheers, man.
Cheers, guys.
In Hops We Trust. Want another beer? Check out our channel, In Hops We Trust Film. There you'll get all our latest content, including new episodes, tastings, and all things In Hops related. Cheers! In Hops We Trust is an Ambassador Studios production.